Hello and welcome to a new Vampire Survivors run. This one is very important because it's my first clear in the forest. I'm going to use Crotchy. It was a new character at the time. It has revive, so I wanted to try it. And I wanted better odds at beating the Mad Forest. Kept failing, and I do feel like the library is much easier. Anyways, speaking of library, I'm about to show you after my first upgrade. I'm going to show you an image. You can't make this up. That's the run before that run. I choked big time. But anyways, you saw the thumbnail. I survived unexpectedly long against the Reaper, completely by accident. I did not know what I was doing. This was on the first day I got the game as well. I played a whole lot. So we're about to see, look at that, I died at 29:59. Unbelievable. And I was not even mad, which is strange because there are games in which I do rage, but not this one. I'm more successful now though. I very recently got the game, but I played so much that now I have 100% of achievements and I unlocked every single character minus the Reaper. I know much more about the game than I did at the time of this run, that's for sure. And what's interesting is I tried a run when I understood the game better. I tried a run to try to survive for as long as possible against the Reaper on purpose. And I died with 3 Reapers, and this one has 4 Reapers. So I will completely, with blind luck, select the right items, such as this one. I'm about to choose it. It's one of the items that you need to survive for a long time against the Grim Reaper. I saw some videos of people surviving ridiculous amounts of times. And anyways, that's one of them. And I will by accident choose a decent setup. Now, I have a bunch of runs ready. And I have this problem where this run, even though it's recent, it feels pretty far. I'm gonna have to do voiceovers back to back to back. I'll try to do that today because I sort of lose the spirit of the run if there's too many between the time I do the run and the time I do the voiceover. So for this video, I'll do my best to comment as we go. I do remember the end, of course, because it marked me, I guess, in my experience with this game. But the whole run by itself, I don't really remember it, so I'll just react to what I see. I have plans for videos. In fact, I have so much footage right now. As I said, I'm gonna have to pre-package a bunch of videos and release them at the right pace. But there's a guide I want to make. I'm gonna talk about this right now, in fact. By the way, if you're interested in what I do in Vampire Survivors, and I do plan to make a bunch of videos, I invite you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This way you're not gonna miss anything I do. This is not a series, they all standalone videos. But anyways, back to the guide idea. When it comes to evolutions, I now understand fully how it works, and I had to go on Discord to get some help to really understand it. There's a very nice chart. Anyways, I was looking for guides on YouTube. I found one. It's a good guide, but it's missing a weapon, and I would have a different approach where I would use timestamps and I would really show the accessories that you need instead of just name them. And I really want to make that guide, so it will be released between 5 minutes and 24 hours after that video. So keep an eye out for that, especially if you are newer to this game or if you are a non-player, because I know a lot of you have tremendous experience in this game, but not everybody. But the main reason why I'm gonna make that guide is because the guide that I saw was missing the I forgot how it's called. It's the potion weapon evolution. And what's going to happen, I'm convinced they will add more and more and more evolutions and weapons and things like this. All I would do is a very short video that would show the new evolutions. So we'll do that. That's the next Vampire Survivors video. But then after that, I got other videos. For instance, I cleared the third area. I forgot the name. Sorry about that. I'm watching the action as I'm speaking, so I cannot check the name. But it's a tougher area for sure because the mobs have more health. I cleared that, and from now on, I'm always playing on hyper mode. Also, I have a video where I'm going to be testing a secret character. I'll unlock it and test it out for farming gold. I unlocked everything minus 2 things in the shop. So that's where I stand. So I gotta catch up in terms of video. So I wanted to tell you that. So right now the run is doing fine. I like this character because he has the cross. The cross is pretty good in my opinion. Maybe the evolution is not that fantastic. I don't know. I like the cross probably early game. I do have the axe, I like it too. Of course, the evolved axe is absolutely fantastic. At the time, I did not know how evolutions worked. I did not know that to evolve a weapon, you needed a specific accessory. I had no clue, so it will be by luck if I do evolve a weapon in this game, in this run. I probably will. I mean, if I was able to clear this tougher area, and please let me know what you think. Do you agree with me that this is tougher than the library? I mean, I had problems at the not 15 minutes, but close to 15-minute mark. When we get there, I'll talk about it, but there's pretty tanky mobs that do appear only later in the library when you're much stronger. Anyways, of course, the third area is even tougher. By that time, I bought so many things in the shop that I was pretty comfortable and understood how evolutions worked and stuff like that. For instance, I'll give you a run. I have a run where I have 6 evolutions, so all my weapons are evolved. Anyways, I don't want to give away everything I want to do, and eventually I run out of ideas and I might ask you, hey, what do you want me to do next? Things like this. I'm also considering the option of streaming this year. Now, this is not a promise. They say when they give advice about making a YouTube channel, they keep saying, do not promise anything to your viewers. So I'm not promising you streaming, but I really would like to start streaming on YouTube, not on Twitch, on YouTube later this year. What does that mean? Probably at least summer. I'm not ready yet for multiple complicated reasons. I'm not gonna get into that, but it would be fun to stream that game, and there's other games that I cover also. For instance, Idle Slayer, where when I farm alone is pretty boring. It would be fun to farm on stream while talking to you in the super chat. So these are ideas I have. We'll see how it goes. My fever for this game has not gone down. It's just one thing I said in my Discord server, it's probably the best price ratio in terms of fun for a game I ever played or I've played in recent years. And the fact that they're going to add more stuff makes it even more amazing. I would be willing to pay for DLC also, because the game is still in early access. So many new things can happen, and certain weapons do not have evolutions, so it's only logical to assume all weapons will have evolutions. So we're at 7 minutes. As I said multiple times, I reached 13, 14, 15 minutes and died there. I rarely reach the 20-minute mark. Lightning ring. And right off the bat, I got the duplicator, which is a tremendous accessory. It adds one projectile, you can level it. Well, there's 2 levels, right? So it's pretty strong, and if you combine it with the lightning, you can get Thunder Loop. So it's a guarantee. I know now that we're gonna have Thunder Loop, and we're also going to have the Evolved Axe. I see the little candle if you look on the top left of the screen. And the tone, to evolve, I would need the wand. So I don't know if I'm gonna get that. I forgot. I really don't remember. But anyways, I'm doing pretty good. Everything's pretty solid. And in fact, yeah, this is a good choice. I really like this candle thing because it increases the area of impact of anything you have and makes projectiles bigger. Regarding garlic, very strong early game. I mean, especially for certain characters when I'm going to unlock the secret character. That's going to be in a few videos. I'm going to see that. For those who never seen that character, it's pretty pathetic. It doesn't take long to level up though, so any weapon is better than what he gets. But if you get garlic early on anyways, it's really strong for weak mobs. But I guess much later. For instance, look at these. Sorry, I'm sidetracking here, but I don't want to miss this opportunity. You see those vampire-looking bat things? They're super tanky, and they show up so late in the library. See, they're not dying. Are they dying? I guess because I got a decent start, but they take some time, and you have these bunch of bats flying like this, and what they do, they push. I learned to be careful, not to stay too close to them, because those bats will push those vampires towards you. It's one of the reasons why I find this is a good choice as well for more damage. That's why I find this level much tougher than the library. I mean, when I went to the library day 1, and I made a video right away for my first clear ever, you know what I mean? And these circles are not bad. I mean, if you're stuck, you just push through. And I do have the laurel, so I'm invincible for a very short period of time, so that's not a problem at all. And those vampire bats are very slowly dying. Here you go, I get out of this circle. I'll wait for the plants to go away before I pick up that box. I also learned to time, well, right now more or less matters, but there is a finite amount of chests, so I learned to time when to pick up certain chests. Sometimes I leave them there if I'm close to reach level 8 on a weapon to get an evolution, but that's not something I was aware of back then when I did this, and I'm speaking as if I did this around a month ago, but it was 3 days ago. Oh, and I didn't know if you hit escape, the animation goes away, makes it faster. I was not aware of that. That's something else I learned. Duplicator again. I think this is my favorite accessory. Duplicator makes such a difference, and that's why the skeleton, we'll see him later, because I want to make runs with different characters on different maps. Well, there's only 3 maps for all I know. Maybe there's more, probably not, I don't know. Anyways, the skeleton has extra projectiles over time, and of course the one that throws knife, General, I'm not so good with names, but the one that throws knife, my first run, he does have +1 projectile as well, so that duplicator is simply amazing. Okay, so what do we have? So Clover is would have been a decent choice because you combine it with the cross, don't you? Because what I try to do now is 6 evolutions, or as close as possible to that, and I've been more and more successful, as I said. Now, if I was to remove everything I got in the shop, like I saw a video, a challenge that somebody gave himself, remove everything from the shop and try the game. Of course, things are much tougher, but my increased knowledge of the game right now certainly helps. So the level 8 cross, I almost prefer it over the evolution. What do you think of that? What's your opinion on the cross, the evolved cross? So the axe is now level 8, ready to be evolved. So that's really nice. In the 12-minute mark, I'm approaching the point. You see those gray-ish mobs? Now they're dying. That means I have good DPS. But I had problems in the past where I had, say, a more tanky character or whatever with less DPS, and I was not able to kill them. All I did is run, and kill nothing and not level up and just fail. I would survive for a minute or two, but I couldn't kill anything from this point on besides the little ghosts that you see. Those gray mobs are pretty tanky once again compared to what you get in the library at that point. But this is going to be a very successful run, especially at the end. So I'm all good, I'm able to kill them. Now I'm expecting an evolution here, I don't know, we'll see. I wish I would hit escape, but there you go. So that's a fantastic one, probably one of the strongest. I don't know if I will ever make a tier list, because some people, I mean, there's many videos about this game on YouTube. I could make a tier list of my favorite weapons, not necessarily the best weapon, because I'm not sure I have the expertise to make the determination to say, oh yeah, this is the best weapon. I would have to play the game so much. I am no authority to decide which weapon is the best. In fact, there is early game, mid game, late game. So for instance, garlic is super strong early game, but late game is not so great. So, you know, it depends when, but I think I might make a tier list of my favorite weapons, the ones that are the most fun to play with. Anyway, this one is pretty, it's just objectively very strong. You can see that I'm just clearing up a big circle around me. I don't know if you saw the short video I made. Check it out. It's if you want to, it's less than a minute. It was a bit of a teaser and also a little bit experimental. I wanted to see how people would react to this, because I wanted to show that, hold on, more is coming about this game. And I'm sitting in this circle with the Bibles. I have the garlic, and I'm absolutely decimating everything around me. And yeah, check it out if you're interested in that, if you like seeing cool effects. And the video did perfectly fine. I mean, I don't pull ridiculous numbers because I'm a small channel, but in relation to the size of my channels, those videos are doing perfectly fine. So you can see now you got these vampire bats again and the gray mobs, and this is where I usually would fail. I would fail here. They have a lot of health, and even with my evolved, look, I'm fine, okay, but you can tell that they're not melting. You see, they're getting kind of close to me, and I have to make some space. Yeah, that's why I had so much trouble. And once again, once I started buying stuff in the shop, things went better, and now I play only on Hyper. Hyper is so much fun. Hyper is so much fun. So for those who don't know, is it ×2? Please let me know in the comment if I'm correct about this. I'm gonna say it's twice the speed. I hope I'm not wrong. Anyways, it's faster, so you run faster and the mobs are faster, and even the music is faster, but the timer is not faster. So it's a lot of fun. So that's the Heaven Sword. So I was talking, I was distracted. I did get the 4-leaf clover. So now I have this evolution, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't know. It's better than nothing, but yeah. So we're gonna keep going here, and I'm looking at the items. Yeah, the laurel, I wish it was an accessory. It's a weapon, so it does take a space. If you choose to have the laurel, you will not have 6 evolutions. it's not a necessity to have 6 evolutions, it's just a lot of fun, I guess. You don't need 6 evolutions to clear even the harder zone, which the Forbidden Forest or something. They say you're not supposed to be there or something like that. Oh, that's a nice chest with 3 items. I rarely get the ones with 5. I don't think I had one with 5 in the previous video, did I? Anyways, that's a nice one. So right now what I'm doing is I'm missing 2 items, but they're like 50 something thousand each. So I'm farming gold and trying to find the best character to farm gold, testing this out. Once I figure it out, I might make a video about that as well, but it would be not a guide, more like how I farm gold, and it has nothing to do with trying to make a world record or whatever. I would say, okay, this is how I do it, just to share with you how I play and share my experience of this game and get your opinion also on whatever I do for farming gold. I do like the skeleton so far. There's also the new character, not the new character, but the secret character. Apparently it's pretty good at farming gold as well. I'm gonna have to test that out. I don't want to talk too much about that character because I'll make a video about it. The vast majority of you, I'm sure, know what I'm talking about, and you just look it up, you'll find it. But I'll make a video about that character. Now when it comes to killing the Reaper, that's a different story. There is a method, but it's pretty messed up, and it's basically exploiting the mechanics of the game. It looks complicated. Will I try to do it? I don't know. I wouldn't mind getting that character. Anyways, I'm not ready. We'll see. And the game might change in the meanwhile. So this part is more relaxed. As you can see, there's not many mobs. They're all elites, but they don't drop anything. In fact, the new elites are just bigger than this. This is a good opportunity to pick up XP gems, laying around all over the place, because things are going to become more intense probably at the 18-minute mark, because I've noticed that when there's an event, it's always a round number. So let's see what happens at exactly 18 minutes. There you go. More mobs. Here you can tell that I'm hesitant, but I'll make the right choice. 1 additional charge on the laurel. And frankly, no problem with this run so far. Pretty strong. I still do not have the Thunder Loop, which is another fantastic evolution. Really like it. Now there's the heart. Okay, I went for the heart. I was about to say if I went for the regen or waited until I get it, I could evolve the garlic, but I don't even know if at that point it was unlocked. Is it unlockable? I don't remember. Anyway, we're getting a bunch of levels here. And eventually we'll upgrade the Lancet, which is one of the essential items to survive against the Grim Reaper. I didn't know that. I like the Lancet because, well, I liked it. Now, I don't use it anymore in my runs, but I mean, I liked the fact that it freezes mobs. It gives you an escape route if you're completely surrounded. But now the only purpose I can see for this weapon is to survive against the Grim Reaper for the fun of it. Or kill him. Okay, so 1854, and this was probably my record. I think in the past I died at the 20-minute mark, 20 minutes and something. This would have been my second best run at that point. But I felt pretty confident. You can see that I kill everything, no problem. Things are gonna get more difficult in a moment for sure. I think what makes this map more difficult is what I was talking about earlier when I started talking about those vampire bats appearing so early so close to the, I don't know, 13, 14, 15 minute mark. That's what makes this map tougher. If it wasn't of that, this map would be no tougher than the library. So, like right now, it's not difficult. There's a lot of space, there's not too many mobs. Even with a weaker build, I'd be fine. Of course, at one point you gotta become very strong because there's so many mobs on the screen. That doesn't change. So we're gonna get level 4 for the candle, I believe. I mean, it's once again a fantastic accessory that I use pretty much all the time now. And all of a sudden there's a lot of mobs at the 20 minutes mark. It's pretty much where I died in my best run before that run. So from that point on, I was in unknown territory. You will also notice that I am properly recording this time. There was this bug, so annoying. I was so annoyed by this bug. The first video has 2 little bars. It's just a mask to hide my taskbar and the top bar. It would not record if I went full screen. Let's say I go F11. You would see the title screen, like in the recording, you would see the title screen and hear the gameplay. Made no sense. I'm using a shadow play. If I go Alt Z, it offsets on the left and now it records properly. So now you have full screen. I felt the need to write a comment in that first video and somebody said, you know, it's no big deal. I said, oh, it is to me, it is to me. Alright, let's see what we get with this nice chest. Okay. Thunder loop. I wasn't sure when I saw the the ring. I didn't want to sit too fast. And now, of course, this is really nice, very strong. Yeah. Look at these plants, so many plants, and they're tanky, as you would know. But once again, if I'm in trouble, I can just run through. There's a lot of holes, but I'm pretty powerful, so I'm able to kill them. Just take some time. So we got what? 1, 2, 3 evolved weapons, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because I cannot evolve the lance, the laurel, and the garlic. I do not have the item yet. So 3 out of 6 are evolved. I have a revive. I have the soon I will have a maxed out laurel. I have extra HP. I'm guaranteed to win so long as I'm not stupid. As we continue this run, I have a question for you in the comments. I'm looking for feedback. Last video and this video is the whole run normal speed. Would you prefer, for instance, ×2 speed? Would you prefer only the second half of the run? Please let me know in the comments. Or do you prefer natural like this? We'll see what you say. Of course, I make my own decisions, but it's always good to get feedback, and sometimes it does influence me, especially if the response is overwhelming in a certain direction. What I would do if there's no answer, because probably a lot of people are not watching at this point, because you know, who's gonna watch an entire 40-minute video, right? I would just continue with this format, unless enough people tell me, yeah, go ×2 speed. I could do that. I think it would be watchable at ×2 speed. Now, of course, with hyper mode, it's already ×2 or something like that. If I go ×2 that, it would be ×4. I would have to see if it's watchable, because you have to see me, you know, select each upgrade and, you know, narrating it. It wouldn't be that easy to do. Narration is still something I'm working hard on improving. It's one of the reasons why I'm not ready to stream, but I'm getting better at it though. Less takes. Let's check out another nice chest. Still haven't gotten a 5, unless I missed it because I was talking too much. A 5 item chest, but it's pretty good. So 23 minutes, and I was really curious to see. I knew there was an achievement for killing a boss in this area, same as in the library, and I knew it would appear at 25 minutes. In fact, I assume it would. It's a plant looking thing. So I was looking forward to do that. I said, at least I'll kill that, get that achievement. But as I said, I was pretty confident I would succeed, even though I was going completely blind, not knowing what was ahead of me on this specific map. So 24 minutes, 1 minute away from the boss. And then things are going to go crazy like they always do, with the whole screen full of mobs. That's going to happen soon. But we're gonna have no problem with this build. Just a little anecdote regarding the voiceover. I stopped recording for a moment. I was thinking those 40 seconds that I had left would be a good time to read the comments in the chat, because I didn't really have anything to say. That would be one of the great advantages of streaming a game like this. So in about 15 seconds, a bunch of plants are going to appear, including the boss. And I look at the footage a little bit, I will kill it pretty easily. There is still no pressure at all. I continue to level up everything. Another charge for my laurel. It's maxed out now in terms of charges. I think the max is 3 charges, if I'm not mistaken. Here's the boss on the left, who, as I said, gives an achievement. And I'm gonna freeze it very soon. And I mean, look how much space I have. Everything's slow. So those big plants are not very threatening. Nice and slow. But I'm used to hyper mode. That's the other thing. This is natural speed. In hyper mode, everything happens so fast. It's so much fun. I'm looking forward. In fact, I was about to say I'm looking forward to show you runs in that mode, but the next one I'm going to show you is probably the first time I clear the third area, which will be once again on normal speed, because I was not ready to go hyper mode with mods with extra health, and I didn't know what was going on that map. It's a mix of mobs from the first map, this map, and the library. It's interesting, but they have 50% more health. I'm looking forward to show you that one. I have a pretty good run on that, ready to be narrated and packed into a video. I'll try to leave space between each video. I'll publish probably one video every few days. Well, the exception is the guide I was talking about. I don't know if I'll be able to release it at the same time as this video. But when it comes to runs, I want to keep space between videos. So 26 minutes, and look at that, still have no problem at all. Absolutely melting everything now. Now we're melting mobs. I mean, I told you I felt confident in the past, right? As time went on, I saw the time going up. Look how slow they are. Oh my god, it feels so slow. If you've never seen hyper mode, you will on this channel or anywhere else, but I invite you to watch on this channel. But anyways, it's day and night. I'm not used to this no more, I guess, because I did a lot of run. Like I said, I played a lot, hours and hours every day in the last 3 days. So 27 minutes, and now there's going to be nothing but elite mobs, or mostly, I would say maybe at 28 minutes there will be nothing else than elite mobs. You can see mummies, but there's still normal mobs. I think it's the same in the library, isn't it? Can't remember. But towards the end anyways, in the library, things go crazy. But in this case, it will be the same. Nothing but elites. But look, once again, look at the space I have. Usually it's pretty tight. I have to run away, I have to make a hole. Right now, not even close to be a problem. 20 seconds away from the next wave. Look at that. And make it look easy. But I had so much trouble, like I said early on. I guess once you get over that wall at 15 minutes, everything's fine, I guess. I mean... Okay, let's see what happened at 28 minutes. Now there's more elite mobs, these bats. And then at 29 minutes, there's the tougher ones. They look like, it's hard to describe them, but they look like they're flying skeletons, I guess. You'll see what I mean. And now I have a little less space. Finally, some pressure. Wow, it's about time. But I'm still okay. I may have to move at one point. But I have 3 laurel charges. There you go, I'm just pushing through. That's one of the things I like about this game. Mobs don't block you, you can push them. Oh, look at that. That's a nice pickup. I'm gonna finish leveling up everything. Let's go. Yeah, the Lancet will be very important in a moment for the key reason why this run exists. Picking up gold. Alright, let's go. Let's level up. 70. Level 70. There's an achievement for leveling the skeleton to 100. I may have something about that as well. Maybe the end of it, or I don't remember. Okay, so 4 more seconds and I'm gonna get tougher. I should be picking up those gems, by the way. I'm not. That's a mistake, but it's okay. Not that I am an expert a few days after the run, but I should have picked up those red. Well, all they give is money and food. You see the skeleton, they're grayish. They look... The skeleton. The bat, they're grayish. They seem to be some sort of flying skeleton. So 30 seconds left and I have a lot of space around me. So this is an extremely smooth run. Smoother than I expected, in fact, for a first clear in this forest. I called it a graveyard, but that's not how it's called. And 15 seconds from now, one thing I knew is because I succeeded once in the library, you saw that video, or anyways, I made that video, and I did say I'm gonna move down as soon as the Reaper appears. But he appears from the bottom. And it's trouble right now, but then he's frozen, and while he's frozen, I'm recovering my shield, and then he runs after me and I'm running away. So I wonder if running faster is good. Now if I go too far off the screen, it's gonna appear on the other side, so it sort of loops. So I can't go too far, but I wonder if yeah, if running faster would be an advantage. I don't know. Because I'm gonna want to try to survive even longer than this against the Grim Reaper. So every minute there's another one that appears, and things gets because I was like, okay, I can do this all day. I'm gonna kill this thing. Originally, when I bought the game, I thought this was a final boss. That's why I was surprised in the first run that I did. I said, "Did I win?" And people were like, yeah, you won. No, there you go, there's 2 of them now. But yeah, so I was like, maybe I can kill this thing, but now I can't. And his health is so high, it's based on my level. I'm not sure what the formula is, but the higher level I am, the higher health he has. And the method to kill him involves staying super low level until he appears first, and then there's a whole sequence of things. But anyways, think about this. This is day 1 still of me getting the game. Not too bad for a noob. What do you think? Okay, I was lucky to get the right items. I swear I did not research anything. I just played the game and happened to have the right items, which is the lance that freezes him, and then, you know, the laurel, I guess. I don't know if health helps that much. In fact, my shield never got away, and now there's 3 of them. After 32 minutes, we're gonna survive up to the 33-minute mark with 4 Grim Reapers in my first clear in the forest. Yeah. Not bad. Then I tried to reproduce that and I was not able to. I saw a video with 10 and I heard 10 Grim Reapers and I heard I don't know what the world record is. Please let me know in the comment what is the world record right now. Proven world record of how many Reapers somebody survived with. I'm curious to know. There's fire there on the left, but it doesn't matter. I cannot kill those. I would have to sit there for hours to be able to kill them. But there's always one more every minute, and it doesn't give me no chance. Impossible. Now I'm going to... No, I don't have a shield no more, and I don't have revive yet. With revive, I would have survived a few more seconds, but... Oh, I do have revive. Why? Oh yeah, yes, the character, that character does have revive. But I don't have it from the shop. Okay, revive. So 3316, come on. And I was trying to kill him. I didn't know they had so much else. I was like, come on, kill him. I can't kill him. Too much health. I didn't know that. Now I know. I wouldn't sit there and try. Now I'm running away again. And my shield's full again. 20 seconds, 20 something seconds, and there's another one, but my shield only has one charge left, and I almost reached 5 Grim Reapers. Almost. I die at 33:51 for my first forest clear. So I'm satisfied with this run. Pretty happy about it. Alright, so new achievements. I got 4 achievements. Killing that boss, survive 20 minutes with Croce, evolve the cross, and unlock hyper mode for 2 stages. And we're gonna look at, I believe I set it up that we look at stats or something, achievements. There's a little bit of a bug with the scroll bar here, you see? I'm trying to show the achievements, but I'm at 100% as we speak, so I was just showing what I had left to do. Did not expect that by the time I would comment this. Oh yeah, the stone mask, we'll talk about this in the future. It's in the library. It's a well-known secret. It's a secret thing, but it's such a well-known secret. And this is my collection. I'm still missing a bunch of things, and right now it's full. I have everything now. So that's it for this run. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time.